Hey guys, so I'm going to be doing week 30 update. It's insane that I'm already 30 weeks and that in 2 weeks I'm going to be 8 months pregnant. I can't believe how fast these last weeks are. They're literally flying by because my mind is just very focused and concentrating on getting things done. Right now it's very focused on the baby shower because the baby shower is in about 5 days or less, 4 days. So that's basically where all my focus is going. So the days are just flying by. And then after the baby shower, we're going to finish the room and finish getting everything. So it's definitely going by too quickly at this point. But we can't wait to see our little girl. So we're ready. So this week, the baby weighs approximately 3 pounds and she is 15.7 inches. And here's just a picture of what she looks like at 30 weeks. 30 weeks. There it is. I normally show you guys on my phone, but I'm actually filming on my phone because my camera died. And I really wanted to get this up before I was 31 weeks. And I didn't want to do a combination of week 30 and week 31 like I've been doing. So I just decided to film on my phone. I remembered the symptom that I could not remember for the life of me from last week, and it was kind of Charlie horses, kind of just cramps. And normally I would get those before I was pregnant. I would randomly get those when I was sleeping, and I would literally wake up at 2 in the morning and just wake up my husband and I'm like, I'm getting a cramp, and he would have to get up and kind of stretch my leg, even though it would hurt so much worse, but it would eventually go away. But now I'm getting them kind of just standing, and it started week 29. I'm still getting it. It's kind of reduced this week. It's not as bad as week 29, but I'm still getting it. And I guess it's better because at night it kind of starts coming and starts cramping, and you're sleeping, so you don't really realize it until the pain is not, you can't take the pain, and then it's just, you wake up and you're screaming already, and it's just terrible. But now that you're kind of awake and you're standing, you start feeling it cramp up. So you, or at least me, I kind of start stretching my leg, and it eventually goes away. So it doesn't get to a point where it's extremely painful, but it's definitely uncomfortable. And it's definitely happened all through week 29 and week 30 as well. I do see it reducing, so I think maybe week 31 and 32 I might not have it as much, but it's definitely still there. The back pain is also still there. It's not as bad as it was, I think, week 28, but it's still there. My chair is definitely helping more at work, but now the back pain is kind of happening throughout my day. Before, it was just during my office hours when I was sitting down after 2 p.m. It was literally, it felt like an alarm clock. At 2 p.m. my pain was just, I couldn't stand it, I couldn't work, I couldn't think. It was too much. But now it's kind of happening as I'm just laying watching TV with my husband. It's just, I can't get comfortable. And then I start getting cranky because I'm not comfortable. And it's just a bad combination, but I just think my body's growing more and more, so it's getting to a point where it's not as comfortable for me. And of course my back is gonna hurt. I mean, my body's not used to carrying the weight it's carrying right now, so I understand it, but wish just the back pain would go away. And again, it's not severe back pain. I can manage the pain. It's not too bad. That's about it. I'm still feeling great. I actually had a friend tell me she was recently pregnant. I think her baby's probably 11 months now. And she's like, oh, how's the pregnancy? How's everything? And I tell her it's going amazing, and I could do this all the time. I could be pregnant 10 more times because I love being pregnant, and I don't really have the bad symptoms, so I'm just breezing through it. And she told me, oh yeah, that was me until 30 weeks, and then it just went downhill from there. So she kind of scared me, and I'm kind of hitting 30 weeks like, oh God, what's coming? Is something bad happening? But, then again, not everybody's the same, and I think really a lot of it is mental, because I've had so many conversations. When you're pregnant, everybody comes up to you, oh, when I was pregnant this, and when I was pregnant that, and it's just some of it is good advice and some of it is just advice you don't want to hear, and it gets kind of annoying, honestly. But a lot of the people who have come up to me saying that they had a terrible pregnancy, they had migraines and back pains and nausea and all these things, they were all not happy to be pregnant. It was a surprise pregnancy, and it was something they weren't happy with. They were miserable throughout the whole pregnancy. So I feel like that does have something to do with it. Don't get me wrong, I know some people just get sick and they're super happy with their pregnancy, but I feel like it's kind of mind over matter. If these ladies were so unhappy getting pregnant, they just kind of produce that in their head and produce all these symptoms along with it. So I think it's a good thing that I've been so positive throughout my pregnancy, that maybe that's kind of helped me just go through it without any bad or terrible symptoms or anything like that. But that's just my opinion. Cravings. I love Pollo Tropical, and I've always really liked it. But lately, some days I just need to have it, and it needs to be specific. I love the rice and beans and chicken, and I used to get the choppy chop where they kind of just chop up the chicken and put it in a bowl all together. But I feel like you don't get enough beans and enough rice in it. So now I'm getting the one that's kind of, it has the rice in its own container, the beans in their own container, and then just a piece of chicken. Which, it sucks because you have to kind of cut the chicken and all that, but it's better because I get sufficient amount of beans and rice that makes me happy. And I have to have it with that yellow sauce that they have. It's not really curry sauce, but that yellow sauce. And when I have my husband, I get home from work before him, so I always tell him, can you please pick up Pollo Tropical on your way home? And he'll pick it up, but if anything's wrong, it's just not, it doesn't make me happy. And he doesn't understand, but it's kind of, you're craving a certain meal, and if it's not all there, it's kind of like you didn't even have it, and you're still craving it because you need it with that specific sauce or enough beans or whatever it may be. So I've been craving a lot of Pollo Tropical, and that's really it. I haven't craved anything else. I still crave cereal. I've craved cereal throughout the entire pregnancy, and that's about it. I haven't really been craving anything else. No, that's about it. At work, everybody is so nice to me that I really want to be pregnant for life, because everybody is kind of just so sweet and so thoughtful, and anything I want, they make sure I have it, and they've just been great. So I'm really grateful for that. And I'm gonna start, I have a meeting next week to try to plan out my maternity leave and all that. There's applications that you need to get and things like that. And if you have, at least for my company, if I have a C-section, I have 8 weeks paid without, any question. And if I have natural birth, it's 6 weeks. But then anytime after that, it depends on your seniority with the company, how many years you've been with the company. And depending on that, they would pay a certain percentage of the additional month that you want to take. My job is really good with that, so they definitely told me, even after that period, if there's more time you need to take, just let us know and it's fine, or maybe I can work from home for another month. They're very lenient with that, so we're really thankful. And we're thinking right now about the whole daycare, baby care after my maternity leave. We're thinking that I'm just going to take different hours at work. Right now I kind of come in at 9:30 and leave at like 6. But I can really come in whenever and leave whenever, based on, there's some people that go in at 6 in the morning and leave at 2:30. There's some people that go in at 10 and leave at 7. It's just depends on your specific boss. And I'm going to have a talk with him to see if I can kind of just change my schedule from, I kind of come in at 9:30 and leave at like 6 or something like that. I want to come in at like 6:30 and leave by 3. And then my husband, him and his dad, they have their own business, and he can really go into the office. Kind of, it's lenient as well. So we're gonna take advantage of that, and once I get home, I live a minute away from work. So once I get home, he can then go to work at that point. Of course, if I have a meeting or if he has a meeting that day, then my mom can come and definitely babysit that day. Just that the distance from her house to my apartment is really, it's kind of far. It's probably half an hour, which isn't a lot, but it would be a lot to ask her to come every single day and take care of the baby. Even though I'm sure she wouldn't mind because she's dying to be a grandma and very excited for this experience, but it just wouldn't be fair to have her drive over here. Or maybe I can even tell her once a week or something like that. We can arrange something like that. But that's kind of what we're planning at this point. I'm sure once we're in it and we start doing it, we can see if it's going to work or not. But that's our plan at this point. So if you guys have any questions, just let me know. I'm just going to do a quick belly shot. And that's it. Ugh. Okay. So here's the belly at 30 weeks pregnant. I absolutely love being pregnant. Oh, everybody today, this is what I wear to work today because it was breast cancer awareness month and we had an event and we actually had one of our co-workers design this shirt. And apparently my undershirt was too thin and you can see my belly button sticking out. So everybody today was like, oh my God, your belly button. I was like, yes, it sticks out. And it was just funny. Everybody had something to say about it. So there's the belly. And I still have no stretch marks. There's no signs of stretch marks coming. So there's the belly. There it is from the side. And there it is from the other side. So there it is. And something, I'm not sure if this happens to everybody, but kind of when I'm like about to lay down or if I'm kind of just trying to use my abs, this like weird thing happens where it kind of just pops out here and it just looks so weird. I don't know if that happens to everybody, but it kind of just makes a cone like a mountain. I don't know if it would be easier showing it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's just so funny. It kind of just makes a little mountain this way and it's pretty funny. So that's it. Oh, and these are the maternity jeans that I was talking about in my last video. They're from Forever 21. There they are. They have like the short band, which I didn't like. I kind of like the longer band. But now that I've kind of had both, I like the short band because it's just thicker and kind of sports a little more. The long band is kind of thinner, or at least the ones I have. So these are it. These are the ones that were on sale for $8 and buy one get one free. So they kind of ended up being $4. And that was a great deal. But I think now Forever 21 closed out their maternity section, and that's why when I got it, it was kind of on sale. So losing my breath, but that's about it. If you guys have any questions, just let me know. I'm actually going to be making 2 more videos right now because I got some fluff mail. And I'm going to show you guys what I got and the sale that's going on right now. And that's about it. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye!